Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all of my members, my new subscribers, and my returning subscribers. I appreciate you all. And let's see who joins me today. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but I think it's because I'm tired. I spent the weekend cleaning my garage. It's still not where I want it to be, but it's cleaner than it was. I need to really throw out some stuff, but it's better. I feel like every week I have a new container. I'm working on my market bag. It's pretty wide. I'm working on the strap right now. And I ran out of this pink, so now I'm using this other pink, which is definitely a totally different color. But it's for myself, so when I go to the farmer's market, I can carry it with me. Even though I have a lot of other recyclable, reusable bags. But I wanted my own little market bag that I made with my own hands. I like doing this strap, but it's very time consuming. Hello to the lurkers. Thank you for joining me. I hope you do a thumbs up. I only see one thumbs up, but I see 3 people watching. YouTube is different from Whatnot because Whatnot, if you pop on, they see who's on. YouTube, you only see a number. So you can't lurk on Whatnot like you do on YouTube. Probably because YouTube was set up initially as a dating app. I'm guessing. Hey, Darcia, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up. How was your Easter? My granddaughter loved the bunnies and the peeps. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for purchasing them. My Easter was spent working and cleaning my garage. It was a relaxing day somewhat. Didn't get as much work done as I wanted to and didn't get as much of the cleaning of the garage, mostly because I have lots of back spasms, so I did what I could do. I'll do some more this weekend because I really need to move out. I have some big, large storage cases in there, and looking at it, I don't even need both of them. I won't get rid of one of them, but I don't need both of them. And I just need to organize all this other stuff that's in the way onto both of the shelves. Probably just big boxes in the way, really. Hey, Renee, how are you today? Thank you for joining me as well. I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you ladies working on? What's your weather like? I am trained. Oh, I'm probably tired because I did more work yesterday than I've done in a long time. Now I need to tackle this room. Woo. Maybe that's what I'll work on today after work. I'm still binge watching The Handmaid's Tale, and now uh, it's gotten ridiculous. Way ridiculous now. Then I started having dreams about it. I was like, oh, it's time to stop. I gotta pull back. I'm starting to have dreams about this crazy show. That is not good. Oh, Renee says 57. Woo, 57. It's near the end of April. So what was the temperature yesterday if the temperature is 57 today? Oh, excuse me. I'm tired, more tired than I thought I was. When you get behind that computer is non-stop, non-stop. I have so many projects going on. I don't even know why I started this market bag. And it just popped in my head, and I just started working on it. Darcy said we cleaned out our garage too. It was so junky. Plus, we cleaned out 2 extra bedrooms. Oh wow, that was a lot of cleaning. I just need to clean this. I got so much stuff. I'm sure if I go through this, I'll find a whole lot of yarn with half-made projects. Probably find some crochet hooks I've been looking for too. That's what usually happens when I start going through all of these half-made projects. Because I went out, I won't say went out, but I ordered 3 new G hooks, Clover G hooks, because I was working on a project, and I still don't know where the heck my G hook is. And I ordered them. I opened up the package. I was using one of them, and I went to look for it. Couldn't find it. So now I've opened the second package already. So I'm sure I'm going to find them somewhere. Okay. It was in the 70s yesterday. Oh, wow. Now I don't know. This weather is crazy. Crazy, crazy. It was in the 80s yesterday and in the 80s today. I waited till the sun was down some before I went out and started messing in that garage. But I definitely wanted to make sure I had enough sunlight. And I did. I moved a box. I was scared to move the box because the box has been in there forever. My daddy put that box in there because he came over and did some work on the yard years ago. And he just left the box there with all his little gadgets and stuff that he used. And I was like, I moved the box. As you know, we have lizards and frogs and snakes and all kinds of critters down here. So when I moved it, nothing moved, and then I just took it out and dumped it out because if something was in there, I did not want to jump on me. I wanted to scurry away, and I was scurried away the other way. That was got rid of that. It's just you accumulate so much stuff, and when I watch the commercials, it's like we're a country of waste, a country of waste, because the whole point of the commercials is to make you buy, buy, buy. And for a long time, that was me, buy, buy, buy. Now I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff I haven't used, haven't seen. I pulled out when you're in Germany, you have to have an emergency pack in your car. It's mandatory. You have to have um, I don't know if you have to have flyers, but you have to have a sign, the triangle sign with the reflectors on it. If you have a flat and people need to go around, you have to put that out. Um, and you have to have an emergency kit with bandages, gloves, all that stuff is mandatory over there. At least I don't know if it's still that way, but when I was there, it was mandatory. So I finally went through it. I kept the triangle thing, but the bandages, I've been out of the Army 30 plus years. So, those bandages, they might be dry rotted by now. I might pull out one and it fall completely apart. So I finally threw all of that out. I was like, I cannot believe I still have this stuff. But when you just move stuff from one place to the other, never think about it. I kept it because you never know, you might need it. But now it's been over 30 years, and I'm sure those bandages are. Plus, they got you know some openings too, so you definitely don't want to put any of that stuff on somebody if they had an open wound to get it infected. So I just trashed it. I found so many um, paint rollers, and I had why I had a steel paint pan. I'll never know that you pour the paint into, but it was steel and it was all rusted. I'm like, why would I even buy that? But I did find a plastic one. I kept the plastic one. But I was like, so much stuff, so much stuff. I had a Christmas angel out there. She's not quite white anymore. Her outfit. She's a pretty little black angel, but her outfit is not white anymore. It's more um, yellowish now. But I kept her. Her light still came on, so I kept her. But my other little lady, African lady, or whatever it was, um, she was falling apart, so I threw her away. I was like, I can't believe I found my candle holders, Christmas candle holders that had been out there. I just brought them into the house. I was like, I can't believe I still have this stuff. So I brought them in, got them cleaned up, and I put them out on the stand. Now I need to really go on that stand and get rid of all the stuff that's on the stand. It's never ending, just too much stuff. I said it was 90 here Sunday, 85 for the rest of the week. Oh, that's pretty good. I bought some yarn from Ollie's. I bagged it up and put it in the garage. Will it keep in there? I haven't been to Ollie's in a long time, and I keep saying I'm going to go. Last time I went, they had yarn that I definitely did not want. Had a lot of that the finger knitting or crocheting yarn or whatever. They had a lot of that. I didn't want any of that. But I haven't been there in a long time. Well, it's not close to me either, so that's a good thing for me. The closest one to me is probably about 30 minutes away. And then the first one I went to was 45 minutes away, definitely at least 45 minutes away. But then I was looking at their site and realized they had one that was a little bit closer, but it's still half an hour, a good half an hour away, which is good. Keeps me from driving because I don't like to drive. Renee says it's been a long time since she's been to Ollie's. Oh, it takes 4 buses to get there? Well, yeah. It'd be a long time before I'd be there too. I just realized she said, is it in another state? Yeah, I just realized that. They have some good deals, but usually what they advertise, you go in there, you search for it, you may find it, you may not find it. But the first time I went, I found I probably still have probably a skein or two. No, maybe, yeah, maybe those down there may have been Ollie's, but I can't remember. I keep my yarn in the garage, but it's in a bin. It's all in a bin. Keep the critters out. I have yarn in here and yarn in the garage. That's why I'm trying to keep myself from buying more. I don't think I need to buy nary a bit of yarn. And I see Joann's still at 30%. They were at 25% for a long time. Now they're only at 30% for the yarn. I think when they get to 50%, it will be like nothing left. Or stuff that nobody has touched. Probably be all bulky yarn by then. Who knows? Someone posted on Facebook. They went into their local Joann's full of yarn, full of yarn. Mine wasn't full of yarn. It had something, it had a good amount, but wasn't like they were restocking the shelves or anything like that. No, but I don't drive by car. It takes about 10 minutes. Oh, okay. That's crazy if it takes 10 minutes by car, but 4 buses. I have it in plastic storage bags. Is that good to do? Yeah, as long as it keeps the dust and the critters off. I don't know if you have critters. Well, if you got 90-degree weather, you got some kind of critter. But I go out, I restock my shelves with the yarn in the garage when I remember. But I think I don't need to restock anything. I need to go through all the stuff that I have around me so I can walk in here without tripping over something. Work, work, work. It never ends. I've cleared out this room so many times, and I swear it takes minutes to get it all messed up again. Moments, just moments. And then I look around and it's like, what? What in the world? Ooh, I am so tired. Can't wait for 4 o'clock to come so I can get off of that computer. Probably gonna take a nap. Napping is not good. Then I'll want to stay up till midnight, which is still not good because then I have to get up early and go to work. Yes, that's Miss Curly Q. I learned a new hair technique. So that's she. The pattern is actually nothing like my doll, but I was watching. I'm always watching some YouTuber, the Hispanic ones or Brazilians, Asians, whoever. And I think this. Oh, and Turkish ladies. And this was one of the Turkish ladies she showed because I've seen other people like just use the crochet hook and pull the hair through, and like you would do a fringe, but she does it like um, like if when you braid your hair and they sew in the and when you braid your hair and you're getting a weave and they sew it in, and that's kind of how when I did it, that's how I felt like I was doing a weave. I have never done a weave in my life. My friend tried to tell me how to do her weave. I was like, girl, you need to go get you a professional to do this. But it was fun, but it was a lot of work. It took me a minute to get her. Come on over here, don't fall. Don't fall. Take off this stain. Makes her dress look all wonky. I did picot stitches on half of her dress, and then I got bored with doing the picot stitch, so I stopped doing it. So she got a half a dress with picot stitches, and the other half is not. See, it's all curly. I got scragglies there. As you can see, it's like it grew out of her head. That's what I like about it. And you can do a lot with. I didn't make it long, because if I made it longer, then you really could have some fun with it. But you can take this up and make her a second ponytail. Put a little barrette on her, and she is ready. And that's when I did it, because I feel like a little girl would definitely play with this hair. And put a little bow on her, a little barrette on her. She got her ears. I'm gonna put her some earrings on. But I wanted to do it just to see. And I was watching her do it. She used the knitting needle to wrap the hair around the yarn. She used, I'm guessing she used cotton yarn, because she used the iron to put the heat on the yarns to make it curl, keep the curl. But I was using acrylic yarn. There was no way I'm going to put an iron on that. But I just use hot water, just like when you get your hair braided and you want to curl it or twist it or whatever, and they dip it in the hot water. That's what I did. But I didn't realize how long it was going to take to dry. So I had to wait for it to dry. So and I was using the wooden dowels too. So every day, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Every day I would make so many of them, put them in the hot water, get out as much, roll them in a towel to get as much water off. And then I just let it sit under when the air conditioning vent would go off. Then, so it would dry. But it took a while. Then I got tired and I pulled out my blow dryer, which I'm so glad I didn't throw out my blow dryers. So I took the blow dryer out and tried to dry it that way too. But it turned out nice. I like it. So I call her Miss Curly Q. She's all curlied up. So I think I'm gonna cut these little scragglies here because it's longer. That's the other thing. I think if you're someone that knows hair, you know exactly how, because the back has to be shorter than as you go up, it gets longer and longer and longer, because they all have to flow over each other. So much fun. But I think she turned out cute. Let me see, where am I? Thank you, Darcia. Thank you, Renee. Where did you get the pattern from? Oh, the pattern, there's no particular pattern. I did the doll head based off of the actual pattern. You can do any doll head. And then I used the pattern to do her feet and stuff. But the dress, because the pattern that I have, the doll is actually in overalls, but I didn't want to do the overalls. I wanted to do it. I like dresses on dolls. So I just made me a dress. I looked at her pattern to see how to do the front. And I had to sew the buttons look like, to me, they look like frog eyes. When I looked at it looked like frog eyes. But anywho, and I just made a dress instead of making overalls. But the base pattern, I got it from Etsy, but it's I forgot the name of it. I have to go and look. I don't remember. But the hair is from one of the Turkish ladies on YouTube, and I can't remember her because I can't pronounce it anyway. But I look at them because they do such intricate work sometimes on their dolls, and they do so much, and then their patterns are 6, 7 YouTube, what do you call it? Steps to it or whatever. Because they do the head separate, they do the hair separate, they do the face separate, they do their outfit separate, they do almost everything separate because it takes a long time. But I love it. But I was debating if I should give her a mouth, but I haven't given her a mouth yet. I haven't given her earrings yet. I just gave her some hair. Let me see. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Hey, Regina, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey, Gloria, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you all did a thumbs up. Let me see. Everybody's saying hi, 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 hi. Thank you, Regina. Hey, May, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And hope you did a thumbs up as well. How long did it take you to finish? Oh, my goodness. Let me see. Mouth and earrings, yes. I started this, it probably from start to finish, it probably took me a good 2 weeks or more because already made the head. And then I started looking at YouTube things. I don't even know why. But when I started looking at the YouTube things, I'm cutting these hairs because they drive me crazy right now. And I came across, I think maybe something popped up on my page on one of the ladies, and I said, yep, a short popped up, and the doll had hers was much longer because the doll was bigger than this too, but her it was just like a head full of hair. I was like, oh my god! So then I started searching for the hair, and I finally came across a tutorial on how she did the hair. And that's when I got stuck. And then I did the hair. And then this is my prototype because I wanted to see, what it looked like. Because she didn't even I did it completely. Like there's no, because when she was like, oh, don't do it so much, skip. Yeah, I'm reading this from English from Turkish to English. Oh, I guess that's what they call it. But anyway, she didn't fill it in completely, and I filled. As you can see, there's no empty spots. I filled this whole head because it looked like cradle cap to me, which we all know the babies rubbing their heads, and then they got that bald spot. And I was like, no, my baby can't have no bald spot. So that's why. But it probably took me a good 2 weeks to finish her because I started her. The hair was done. Is my phone in here? I don't think. But anyway, I posted when I was doing her hair. Oh, there it is. So half of the hair was done, not all of it. So I only had the head and the hair. Let me see. When did I post? So April 18th was when I posted when she had just half of the hair done. And what's today? What is today? 21st. Tells you I'm so tired. So, but I had made her head and then I came across that pattern. So, but I'm working in between job and crocheting. So probably took me about, I'm guessing, I don't know. Let me see. The earring, yes, that's not bad for 2, 3 weeks. That's fast. I feel like it's slow. Thank you, May. It'll take you forever. Well, this is my plan for this year is to work on more amigurumis and because I like looking at some of the dolls, but I like something different. Because when I did my first one, she's sitting back there with her head is big, and I put the lock hair on her, and it's too heavy because the doll is probably too small for that big head. And it was all learning. Now I know a little bit more. And I keep looking at her saying I'm going to redo her. I just don't have the time because I'm always starting something new. That's my problem. But anywho, that's Miss Curly Q. So I'm going to get off of here so I can go eat me something before I have to go back to work. But I enjoyed making her. I'm going to make a bigger doll so I can make some bigger hair. This was just, it was so, I was like, this is so just, it is a simple process, but it's very time consuming because you got to make the hair, then you got to sew the hair in. So I felt like I was doing a weave, my first weave. Anywho, I thank you all for joining me. I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go and get me something to eat. Me and Curly Q put her back on her stand. So until my next video or my next live, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.